Good morning, welcome to today's video. I just woke up, but I have all my thoughts and I just really want to talk about Divine Rivals because I loved it. I genuinely can't get it out of my head, and maybe it's because I'm reading the second book, Ruthless Vows, right now, but oh, it was so perfect. If you've never heard anything about Divine Rivals, it is pretty much a fantasy book that kind of has World War II vibes, and it kind of deals with a magical typewriter. Are you interested? So our two main characters, Iris and Roman, they are rivals at the Gazette. They're both journalists and they both want the columnist position that is available. So they kind of get under each other's skin and they poke fun at each other and, low-key rivals. Iris starts writing letters on her grandmother's typewriter to her brother who's at war. And she thinks the first one just magically goes to him, but it actually goes to Roman. As Iris and Roman start writing letters back and forth, and they get delivered kind of magically, they put them in a wardrobe and get delivered to the other person, Iris starts to kind of fall in love with this person that she is writing to, not realizing it is Roman. And that's where our enemies to lovers girlies would love it, because it is very much enemies to lovers. I'm not an enemies to lovers girly, and I still loved it. It has a World War II aesthetic to it with the war in the background, and it has fantastical elements like the magic typewriters. And the war happening is a divine war, but I think that the divine elements are very subtle. There's a lot said about the gods that the war is between, but you don't really see their powers that much, and it's kind of very human and very grounded in a real human reality. Without the magically connected typewriters, I honestly feel there wouldn't really be any fantastical elements, and I was completely chill with that. It is set in a fantasy world, but I just think it's so grounded that it feels so real. Structurally, I think the beginning was a little slow and it was hard for me to get into, but it does pick up really quickly whenever Iris goes to the front lines and kind of becomes a journalist in the war. Don't even make me start on the ending. It was earth-shattering. I was literally jaw on the floor. For the characters, Iris, her main motivator is definitely family. She absolutely loves her family. Her biggest motivator to go to the war and report on it is her brother, who is fighting in the war. And then at home, she has a mom who is an alcoholic, drowning her sorrows out. Iris is always the first person to keep this family together and do whatever she needs for anybody. And on the other side, you have Roman, who is from a more upper class family, but that doesn't mean he just has a perfect life like Iris always thinks he does. He actually, has some secrets of his past that kind of haunts him. And honestly, I feel his main motivator through most of the book is actually Iris, getting under her skin, but then also protecting her because they have such a strong bond. I actually found this review on Goodreads from Jen, and it says, "I want to start off by saying if you are expecting a full fantasy world, then think again, because this book is not a full fantasy. The vibes I got from this book were a little bit of dark academia, warm, cozy library with candles lit, and boy oh boy did I love it." And I couldn't agree more. The vibes are up here. The vibes were immaculate. They were perfect. Now, I listened to the audiobook for this, and I will say it was a perfect audiobook. The narrators really encapsulated the vibe of Roman and Iris, and I just loved the dual POV. I loved the two narrators, and they were British, which helped. It was just such a good audiobook to listen to. I don't have much more to say other than I loved the story, I loved the vibes, and I'm really enjoying the second book. The premise is so intriguing, so captivating. The love story is so easy to root for, even as someone who does not like enemies to lovers. I loved this. I was sad. Front row seat, I'm sad. I ended up giving it a 4.5 star because the beginning was a little slow for me, but overall, highly recommend if you're into fantasy but also dark academia, and you kind of just want a cozy fall read. This is a perfect fall fantasy read. Let me know down below if you've read this book and what your thoughts on it were. Also, I'm kind of just in a fantasy mood recently, so let me know any other fantasy books I should read for this fall. I can add to the TBR. And with that, I will see you next time. Bye.